All right, density, a physical property. We've been talking about physical properties and how we can use those physical properties to determine what something is. One of the examples on the homework was like the water or the isopropyl alcohol. And we said just looking at its color and the fact that it was a liquid wasn't going to help you. But we said if you actually could smell it, then you could tell for sure that it was not water and that it was the rubbing alcohol. So that was just one way. Another way, another physical property that you can use is called density. Have you ever wondered what makes an object sink or float? Why does the red substance float and the blue sink to the bottom? Because one of them is more dense than the other. Very good. Density is a measure of how much mass is contained in a given volume. Density is a measure of how much stuff there is in an object and how tightly that stuff is packed together. Very, very important. To calculate density, you take the mass divided by the volume. This is just a simple fraction. You can do it on these simple little calculators. You pull up a calculator on your Chromebook. It's simple, just division. There are two different units for density. Mass is measured in grams. Volume may be measured in cubic centimeters. Whoops. Therefore, one unit for density is grams per cubic centimeters. So you write that grams per cubic centimeters. That is the unit for density. Anytime you write a density answer, you need to write grams per cubic centimeters out to the side. We've already learned that volume can also be measured in milliliters. So we know that 1 milliliter is the same as 1 cubic centimeter. Therefore, density can also be measured in grams per milliliters. So depending on what the unit is, if it's liters or if it's grams, you're going to write it one of the two ways. Which of the following is a unit for density? I'm just going to tell you for time purposes, we're going to go ahead. It is B and it is E. Grams per milliliters or grams per cubic centimeters. The density of matter. Density is a physical property. Each element and compound has a unique density. Therefore, density can be used to identify unknown substances.
What is that?
It's a mass. So the density of this mask is 19.3 grams per cubic centimeter. So what is that mask made out of?
Gold.
19.3.
Gold.
Gold.
Cha-ching.
Has to be the gold because that one is 19.3 cubic centimeters. I drew my line right there through. I meant to do it like this. Which one of those? And it is gold. Okay. We're going to skip that for right now. The formula for density is mass divided by volume. Went away on me there.
Fancy today.
Yeah, you know, it's typical. Very important.
The
bottom of the board always dots.
I don't know. It always does. It's always done that. Always the bottom writes those little dots. I don't know why. What number am I on? 100. Okay. What is the density of an object with a mass of 130 grams and a volume of 8? Who can tell me how I would solve that? Not the answer, just how would you go about solving it? What would you do?
Density divided by
Mass divided by volume.
130 divided by 8.
So you would take your handy dandy calculator.
16.25.
Somebody did it for me. Perfect. What is it, Andy?
It's 16.25.
Or I thought it was Andy. Was it Brooke? Okay. 16.25 grams per milliliters because we are in grams to milliliters. What is the density of a piece of wood that has a mass, 25 grams, volume of 29.4 cubic centimeters? Somebody have a calculator out handy that can tell me that one?
Just give me a second.
Sure thing.
I don't have a calculator.
What is it, Miley?
No, I'm almost done. No.
I got it. Remember, I did 25 divided by 29.4. I got 0.8503.
I'm not looking.
There it is.
36054.
You can round it, you don't have to write out all those numbers. So
Yeah,
it'd be
I got it.
0.85 grams per cubic centimeters. A liquid has a volume of 5 milliliters and a mass of 20 grams. So 20 grams, 5 milliliters. What's my answer? Shirley, you can do that one in your head. I can do that one in my head. What is it? For what? Huh? Yes, A. 4 grams per milliliters. Solid mass of 30 grams and a volume of 10 has a density. So 30 grams divided by 10 milliliters. Does it have a density of 3 grams per milliliters? True or false? True? It does. What number? 4. Using algebra, the density formula can be arranged to solve for mass and volume. Okay. So you can switch it around. If you're dividing and get the answer, you can take the answer and multiply and get what you would divide by. You know how that all works out? Yes, you've had this before? So the formula for mass equals density times volume, or volume equals mass divided by density. Very, very, very important that you remember these. And I know the bell is about to ring, so I'm going to stop here. I'll put the answer up just so our viewers at home can see. You would take the volume, solve for the volume, then you take your mass is your density times your volume, and then that gives you the answer of 179 grams. I'm going to slide through these, and I'm going to put the answers up just so everyone can see. Volume equals mass divided by density. That's how you would solve that one. And I think that is how far I need to be. So we weren't too far off for today.